Thanks for tuning in to Bourbon Drop. I'm your host, Myron. Today, we've got Lucky 7's Holiday Toasted. Look, without my man CA, there's no way I probably could even get my hands on a bottle of Lucky 7. So shout out to my man CA. Look, we're going to dive into this thing. Double oak, brand new American charred oak barrels. Let's get it.
Bottle drop, bottle drop, bottle drop.
Before we get started, I would appreciate it if you hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. That would help me out tremendously. Hopefully even push me past 1,300 subscribers. I am only a few away. I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but in the Southern Maryland store run video, I noticed that I had like this Riddler mask thing going on. I was out in the sun all day Wednesday, and it just left me with kind of like this sunshade tan thing. So I just figured I'd put that out there. But anyway, back to the bourbon. So Lucky 7 Holiday Toasted. I've never had anything from Lucky 7. This is double oak finished in toasted new American oak barrels. It comes in at 115 proof. And going on their website, it doesn't really tell you much about it. It seems like every one since batch one was bottled at 115 proof. Now they source all of their bourbon from Kentucky. That's pretty much all of the information they give you. Now, when I look on their website, and I've got to put this up on the screen. When I look on their website, it says limited release double oak, the holiday toast. Introducing our newest release, the holidays appropriately named the Holiday Toast. This straight Kentucky bourbon whiskey was aged a number of years and then finished in heavily toasted American oak barrels. So that right there doesn't give me much. All it tells me is it says straight bourbon whiskey on it. So I know that it is at least 2 years old. And since it doesn't carry an age statement, I know that it has got to be at least 4 years old. So I don't see an age statement anywhere on this thing. So I know it's at least 4 years old. But I did hear quite a few things about some of their other products. So that is what made me interested in trying this product. Shout out once again to my man CA. Without CA, I probably would never ever even be able to get my hands on this thing. Let's go into the nose. It's got a really sugary sweet nose on it. I'm picking up a little bit of oak. There's some berries in there too. It's kind of, I don't want to say cherries, but there's like some type of berry in there. It's like a berry note. Maybe a touch of an apple. And a little bit of spices. Let's go into the palate. Wow. That oak really comes across. It's oaky, it's chocolatey, it's got a lot of spice that hits you. At 115, it drinks more above, I would say it drinks above maybe 105, but to me it drinks less than 115. It does have some of that pizzazz that kind of comes down the tongue and just kind of tightens up the muscles underneath the tongue, but it is not hot. Trust me, it does not drink hot by any means. Let's go back into the nose one more time to see if I can pull anything else out. Now there's a light vanilla and brown sugar that's starting to come out. Still that oak is very heavy on this thing. So I don't know how old it is because they didn't put it on there, but whatever age it is, it's probably young because they didn't, put the age on there to say, I'm wearing it on my chest as a badge of honor. So it's probably got some youth on it, but it's coming across pretty oaky. I'm getting a slight hint of cinnamon now. Let's go back into the palate. That's got a pretty good mouthfeel. I'm actually starting to pick up a little more cinnamon, a little more heat, a slight apple note kind of came through. Go back into the palate one more time. A slight citrus and apple, and then it just kind of dries out as it goes over the back of the palate. And that finish, it's not super long, it's medium to long, and it's more char. It's not, I don't get any leather, it doesn't calm down, it stays charry throughout the whole finish. That's pretty much it. That's a heck of a bourbon right there. I will say that I really like that. I've got to go back in and get a little bit more out of it, because that is actually pretty good, man. Let's get into the breakdown. Is it worth the chase? I am going to have to say no. It is good. It is very good. Is it worth chasing though? You know, Buffalo Trace has a different type of chase. So it's not that Buffalo Trace chase, but it's good. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It's good. I just don't think it's worth the chase. Like, would I be on the hunt for every holiday toast? Now that I've had it, I don't know. I don't think I would. I'm not saying that I wouldn't pick one up if I had the opportunity. But would I go to multiple stores knowing that the new Lucky 7 holiday toast was released? No. So I can't say that it's worth the chase. Is it worth over retail? It is already a pricey bottle. They have it listed on their website at $74.99. So, I mean, my buddy CA, he said this to me. I am not going to ask how much he paid for it. So I'm not sure I would go any higher than $75, man. You've got things out there, and you know what I'm going to say. If you've been watching this channel long enough, you know exactly what bottle I am about to point out. $115. What other bottle comes in at $115 and is $15 cheaper? Old Forester 1920. Old Forester 1920 gives me that charry note, gives me that brown sugar note that I love so much. And this is good. Do not get me wrong. But if I walk into a store and I see this and I see 1920, I might buy the 1920. I mean, at $15 less and giving me a little more of the notes that I like, I might go with the 1920. This is a special release. I do not see these often. They do a hell of a job on the packaging. I mean, look at the front of the bottle. The front of the bottle, the back of the bottle, the top of the bottle, the shape of the bottle, they do everything correctly. But I don't know if I would pass by 1920 for this at $75. And I know I wouldn't go any higher. Would I give it to a new bourbon drinker? We're not going to get into that. You know it. It's at $115. I just can't do that to a new bourbon drinker's palate. It does drink, in my opinion, it does drink a little lower than its proof. Like I said, I think it drinks more between that 105, maybe 110, but it definitely drinks under 115 to me. Will it always be on the bar? Like I said, if I had the opportunity to buy one, I don't see myself going through this one. I do like it. I like it a lot. And it kind of puts me in the mind of like a 1792 foolproof. It kind of had those notes going on. But I will say that it will be on the bar because I'm not going to it. But I like it, so don't take that in the wrong way. I like it a lot. But I probably will not run through this bottle. It doesn't give me those brown sugar notes that I love. It does offer some really great flavors, but it just falls short in a few of those departments. So that is my honest opinion, and I'm not going to change it. You know, I give it to you guys as raw as I possibly can. So with that being said, let the whiskey flow. Never run out unless you head it to a drop. Till next time.